Hey, good morning, everybody. Rory Powers, Right Line Trading. Hope you had a nice evening. Before we get too far into it, this broadcast is for demonstration and educational purposes only. It's important to know that I'm not a licensed financial advisor. If you're not familiar with the risks associated with trading, please consult with a licensed financial advisor. You could lose your entire account. Uh, and it's also important to know that I'm not a licensed financial advisor. All right. With that being said, let's get ready to rumble. Good morning, Edward, Duke, Ankh, Nick, Nicholas, Marcia. Good morning, Sam, Rodney, Ocean's Canines in the house, Duke Stewart, Agola. Good morning. Thanks for joining me. And Tom, my man Tom. All right. Let's take a look. If today's your first day joining us, my name's Rory Powers with Right Line Trading. Before we start each morning, we always go and check out the Forex Factory. We don't want any unpleasant surprises. It's a very news-driven market. We don't want to be in an open position and all of a sudden a red folder report comes out and our account goes to zero. So we always look at the Forex Factory to know what we're getting ourselves into and when it's going to happen. So today is Tuesday, May 13th. If you're joining us today, that's the good news. God is good. Hallelujah. You are still in the game. So this morning we had the CPI. The CPI, I read the report. I thought it was a really nice report. Um, what I learned in the report was that the all items index rose 2.3% for the 12 months ending in April. And the April change was the smallest 12-month increase since February of 21. So that's a pretty positive report. CPI for all urban consumers increased 0.2%. So it was not that bad of a report. That was the CPI year over year. The month over month, which looks at a little shorter time frame, was up a little. Month over month, it was up a little bit. But year over year, it looked good. Lowest it's been since 21. All right. We also like to look at the overall market. What happened while we were sleeping? Let's take a look and see what happened. Yesterday was just a banner, a stellar day. The bots really found some traction with that market movement we had. The U.S. and China came to a consensus and decided to drop the vast majority of those tariffs, which really had created an embargo. And so the embargo or the tariffs ended, and the market really liked it. So we got a huge move up, big leg up. And let's see if we could squeeze this together. Try to get the big picture since Sunday night. Here's the gap up Sunday night over here. Got the big gap up when the session opened at 6 p.m. Eastern Sunday evening. And then through the pre-market and overnight session on Sunday night, early Monday morning, it was continued to rise. And it's been kind of holding steady. It's kind of topped out the S&P 500 at 58.83. Kind of double topped right there. But we are sitting at the high. It came all the way back. We had a little bit of a retracement yesterday in the morning session, but then in the afternoon it popped up again. And now it's right back at the high, very close to the high. Mark, good morning. Peter, thanks for joining us today. Okay, Polk, sorry about that. Let me see if I can move it up back just a little bit. It's okay. I hope that's better, Polk. Sorry about that. Now the what I'm showcasing today is if you haven't been on one of these live streams before, is we're showcasing our automated bots here at Right Line Trading. We've been at this a long time with automation. I've been here. This is going on my 12th year, and in July it'll be my 12th year. And you could see the history in our YouTube channel. It dates way back, and we started optimizing strategies over a decade ago. And this is really the result of that optimization process. We're still leveraging our core indicators that are really based on mathematical modeling that do multi-time frame assessments, fractal indicators that are very powerful. And we've integrated some powerful technology that uses artificial intelligence, some self-learning algorithms. And we're going to be trading these bots today on the futures. The futures, very important. Index equities, very liquid instruments. The NASDAQ futures is this chart here on my right. The S&P 500, the E-mini, the ES is this chart here on my left. Extremely liquid. The ES and the NQ, these are our 1-2 punch bots. Why are they our 1-2 punch bots? Very simply because they make the most money. I get a lot of questions on do you guys trade soybeans or do you trade silver or whatever it is? We would love to trade as many instruments as possible, but there's two prerequisites. Number one, the bid-ask spread must be minimal, very liquid instruments. Number two, we have to be able to make money trading them. We're not going to trade an instrument just because we like that instrument. We have to be able to make money using it. And right now, the two that fit that criteria to uh, the best way is the Nasdaq and the E-mini. So what we do is we run the strategies through the Asian Open, the London Open, the pre-market, and we have what we call our leaderboard. Our leaderboard are the bots that are performing the best in the current trading environment. These are the ones that are digging, that are liking the way the market is moving now. So it's very diversified portfolio of different, not only different instruments, but different time frames that they trade on. Different time frames. What are the bar types? What time frame are you using? We're using anywhere from a small Unirenko bar to a range bar to a time-based minute bar. We have a variation, and we look for the bots to thrive in the current market condition. These ones on the top of my leaderboard are doing the best. We've got our one-day pass templates for prop traders. The E-mini, what can I say? The E-mini has just been red hot this month. If I pull up my trade performance, NinjaTrader has a very powerful trade performance metric that allows us to individually look at the performance of each individual bot. So let's real quickly look at the one-day pass on the E-mini. Using this filter, I can go back for the entire month of May, which started on a Thursday. We're going to get started in just about 3 minutes. And that ES 30 range one-day pass, you could see here, it's got 36,000 in winning trades, 39 in losing trades. What's really important is the percent profitable on these one-day passes. 63% of the time, the ES30 range is putting you with some really nice profits on the board. 63% is, I feel comfortable saying 1/3, 33% of the 1 day passes on that bot will pass. In reality, it's a little higher. With trading, though, you know how it goes. There is the possibility of losing all three if you traded 3 times, or you could win all three. But statistically, I'm comfortable telling you that 1 out of 3 of those trades are going to get you a funded account. All right. Every morning we like to do what we call, good morning, Dr. Hanson. Good morning, Suzanne. Marcia. We like to do our power play trade. And the way the power play works, I'm going to bring up our NASDAQ 20 Unorenco. This is our higher time frame. In order for a trade to trigger to the short side, I'm going to put it on the power play. We need both our 30 range chart and our 20 Unorenco chart to be below the 50. Price must be below. We need a multi-time frame alignment of trend. And the way we determine that alignment is where price is in relation to the 50 EMA. So for a short trade, we want them both below the 50. For a long trade, both above the 50. What we do is we get our trade copier. And I'm going to change my leader account. And I'm going to make it the power play drone. Lock her up. Now, when I enable this, that means the next trade that this bot that we're watching on the 30 range, it will also copy across all my Apex accounts. All right. Good luck, everybody. The market just opened. We're only looking for, at this moment, a short entry. We like for the market to, once it opens, to settle down. And around 9:32, we give it a few minutes. And we're going to be patient. Now, the 20U sniper, which is really a great strategy, jumped in right at the market open. And it's looking for that push to the downside. And if it opens like it did yesterday, it's going to get it. We got some downside resistance on the 30 range. A break of that resistance, we could get a pop to the downside here. Here it goes. It's 9:31. Let's see if we break resistance. Getting some selling pressure. I'm going to turn mine on, anticipating the break of support, excuse me. All right, let's give it a few minutes. Let's give it just a few minutes. Let's let it find a direction here. We got good volume. My volume counter is at 26, 29, over 3,000 contracts a minute. So we definitely have institutional involvement. All right, the power play just triggered, going into a ton of upside resistance. Let's see if it's able to break through. I don't have the guts to take that trade. We're going to be patient. It's kind of finding the ebb and flow, but it's got a lot of upside resistance. I always like to move my profit target below this and give it a clear shot. Those are nice bullish formations, candlestick formations. We've got a couple bullish hammers there. We need to push through all of this resistance. Did it again. Let's move it under here. See what I've noticed when I move my profit target down below resistance, it gets into my profit window that much quicker. You'll see my profit window will jump in and lock it in very quickly. Getting some buying pressure here. It's in the window. Okay, we've got a couple of more areas here to get through. Good morning, Dr. Hanson. All right, come on. Let's get through this area of support here, of resistance, excuse me. We got these red lines. Do you see these red lines above price? That's what I'm referring to. Those are areas of resistance. There's a lot of sellers sitting right there. There we go. We might get the break here. I'm going to turn mine on. Anticipate the break of resistance here. Let's see if we can get along. Pop through. Pop through. Let's go. Need the break. Don't really have it yet. I sure don't want to trade into this pivot. I'm just going to hold off here. I want to break this area. I don't want to trade into it. Good morning, Carol. Thanks for joining us today. Hope you had a nice evening. We're looking to break resistance. We've tested it a few times. Now we need to break through it. Momentum is headed straight down though. My gear is locked to the floor. Here we go. It's going to retest it. It's retesting it. Here comes a pivot break entry. Getting the pullback. All right, let's try to ride it high. Let's try to ride this through the break. Need a pop to the upside here. Come on, break through. Break through. Okay, we're in. We're in. Didn't really get the full break, did it? Ah, come on, pop up. Come on, breakthrough. Stuck right on that pivot. Not a good place. There's a lot of sellers sitting right there. Come on, push it through. There we go. Come on, get up there. Come on, power play. Get me up in my profit window. Push through. Come on. Break it through. Pop through. There you go. A little higher. A little higher. Nice. Go ahead up. Come on now. Oh, man. Stop's going to be on our 15 EMA, I believe. I need it to push up. Come on. Keep going. Mm. Mm. Damn. 20 U's right at that area of resistance. Come on. All right, we got stopped out on that. The range, man, I'll tell you, it just fizzled out on us. I could have taken 200 on the trade. I liked our chances at one point. Momentum's headed straight down on the 30 range. It's going to go straight into that area of resistance. We got a ranging market here, not much of a range. I like to move my profit target right below. It's not going to give a very big winner, but at least we'll have a clear shot. Great job, Marcia. Great job. You closed out. You were smart. Well done. There you go. Good consistency. That's Monday and Tuesday. We're building on something now. We're going to be patient. We're going to have to be patient on this. It's not a, I don't see any gimme trades at this moment. Power play jumped in with all of that upside resistance. Somehow it saw 60 ticks of clearance there. 60 ticks would bring it to 300. Mm. Trade with Gator. Good morning. You're smart, K9. It's a ranging market here. Still looking for a direction. It seems to have some buying pressure, but we're stuck. We are stuck. Yeah, 10 a.m. Let's hope 10 a.m. is a better half hour for us. 9:30 to 10 was a rough one today. But listen, it's not over. It's still 9:49. Um, Things can change very quickly. Oh, I'm glad you said that, Agola, because now that I've remembered, I didn't get past the 8:30 report. I didn't keep looking. What he's referring to. I don't see another report. All right, let's see if we get a break of resistance here. Here we go. Let's turn this on. Let's get in this next move up. Push through. Let's go. Let's get a big move up. All right, we're in long. Come on, one more push up. Get me in it. Come on. One more push up. Just missed. Just missed it. Don't come back on me. Oh, man almighty. Get up there. All right, went to break even on my PAs. Damn, it went right in my profit window. All right, better off I did that. All right, we're back to break even. See if we can get one more trade to the upside here. Okay, we're back in long. Come on, give me one more push up. Let's give it a little room here. Come on, one break. Get up there. One push up. Get up there. One more little push up. Great job, Carol. I need a stiff wind. Push me up. through my profit target here. One stiff wind. It's been a rough road up. I got just reached my profit goal on my PAs. Just to put it up right about $200 per account. And I struggled to get here. Not an easy market. Come on. Give me a pop to the upside. Let's go. One time. Doesn't want to give us much more. Let's give it some time here. Maybe we'll break through. It's a ranging market. Come on. Man almighty. In the profit window. All right. I'm going to stop right there. It's not an easy market. The 20 Unorenko looks like it's so smooth and simple. But when you get in those trades on that 30 range, it's really not the case, is it? But I'm happy where I am. We were able to get anywhere from 175 to 220 across all to 225 across all the Apex accounts. We made 580 on our PA and a total of 1225 combining the evaluations. So we kind of took what the market would give us. We'll take a look and see where we are for the week. We're at $1,300 across the three PA accounts. Power play went right back in. There is some buying pressure. There's no doubt. Um, with my 60 tick stop, it's hard to hang in there for these trades because it's not a smooth ride up. Now that can all change at any minute, but up until now, it's been a choppy road to the top. The three PA accounts for the week were up $1,300. Very good. And we go all the way back to January 15th. We should be right around 29,000, I believe. We've been sitting at 29 now for a while. $29,500. All right. So looking good, looking good. Any day you can close out and be in the green is a good day. And that's just what we did today. So Monday and Tuesday we're on the board, and we look to make 250 to 500 a day. That's our profit goal. I was just short of it, but I'm happy. I'm happy with it. The market has given us, about $100 or $200 on each one of these 30 range moves, and then momentum kind of wanes and it comes back. Let's take a look at our leaderboard. Our 1 day passes continue. Look at these 1 day passes again. The ES30 range, the NQ30 range, 1 day passes on the board. Hey, Carol, you'd like it to auto trade, says not enough margin. Oh, okay. All you need to do, Carol, is reset your Sim Power Play account. In order to reset the account, you would first need to go to your open positions and flatten everything, and then disconnect your data feed. And then on your Accounts tab, you would find that Sim Power Play account and right-click on it and select Edit Account. And then there's this little reset button here. Click Reset. When you reset the account, your strategy might disappear. You might need to rebuild it. Either that or you can use another one of your sim accounts that does have margin in it. Here we go. The power plays back in long. Boy, that just looks beautiful, doesn't it? Looks absolutely beautiful. And then here we go. It was knocking on the door. Broke right through that area of resistance very nicely. Here we go with a bullish hammer. All right, let's take a look at the NQ on the 20 Unarenko. It just looks absolutely beautiful. I figured the iBots were really jumping in on them. This iBot 24U is climbing up my leaderboard. It's at 1770. Boy, that power play just took a full winner there. Those long entries panned out. I think I made it look harder than it really was. But right back in again. It's kind of trending up and it's capitalizing on it. Power play back in. Look at this move up. My goodness. My goodness. The bots are loving this move up. You can see my open positions here. You can't pick a loser right now. Margin. Carol, if you need help after the stream, I'll be happy to reset that account for you. But I think it's really simple to do. You just have to disconnect and reconnect your data. After you disconnect your data, right click on the account. Okay, sure. Here we go. This trade looks like looks like every other long trade today, right? It gets about halfway there, and then it takes a sideways angle, and then boom, it pops right through and goes. Let's see if it does it again. Hindsight's always 2020. You always feel more confident when your money's not on the line. When you got skin in the game, it's a whole different ball game. All right, our 15 EMA, the stop was attached to the 15 EMA. When it changed colors, this little box on the left side of my chart, on the bottom left, this little square that's red, that's the color of my EMA. It's finding the ebb and flow. That's exactly what it's doing here. It took that pull back and go. See what the stock market's up to. Really happy to see that hostage was released yesterday. Look at this bounce. Another bounce. This is what it's been doing. It's been going about halfway to our profit target and then going sideways on us. Um, there it goes. It's going to retest that area of resistance, getting our profit window. A good idea right here is to take your profit target, put it right there. Give it a clear shot. We would have been out of that trade right there. See if it comes back up and retests it. Now it's in the window. I love that profit window. It's such a great trade management tool. Man, that is such a powerful trade management tool. You notice when my profit window's at 25 ticks. So if I move my profit target down, it pops my stop up a lot sooner. It doesn't have to go 75 ticks, depending on how far down I've moved it. But that is a great tool. Come on, one little push up, and we want to take profits right here. Let's see if we get the break. The power play's running up the score today. The Volkswagen's in. Our 10 o'clock Volkswagen trade. We're going to pivot to the E-mini right after this big trade on the NQ24U. Look at that IBOT. There we go. The power play back in. Let's take a look at this leaderboard. Things are going to get interesting. We picked up where we left off yesterday now. Bam! Holy moly! Did you see that move up? The institutional money jumped in. I'm a little out of whack here. You can see my lag time just popped on the NASDAQ. But there was a big burst of money. A lot of orders at one time came through just now. I look at this leaderboard and I see my account. I made 200 across all the accounts. And, it's like whoop-de-doo. Look what these other bots are doing. I mean, they're just crushing it. Look at this leaderboard. Holy moly. You could see the losers down here. These are the ones to stay away from, but we're in a monster trade on the scalper. Let's take a look at the ES8U scalper. My goodness, it's in a monster. ES8U scalper drone. My goodness, almost every single one of these bots is crushing it today. You don't see a leaderboard like that very often. These market conditions are really something special. The power play maxed out. Was at 2,500, 2,370 after commissions. The IBOT 32nd is just hit a huge trade. Look at this trade. I tell you, they took those tariffs off, and it was like the anchor was cut loose. It's flying now. Oh, wow. Great job, Marcy. Congratulations. Great job. was going to show you a picture. Let me see if I can get to my email without disrupting things. Okay. Man, we've got some bots just crushing it today. Oh, sorry about that. The gentleman that I am, the picture I wanted to show you was from the gentleman in Costa Rica that's taking us fishing. He said the tuna bite is on fire. All right, 3,095. This is a picture. This is a big guy. All right. He makes the fish look small. He's probably 275, but the fish is a 100-pound tuna, and they got three of them. And he said, "Hey, you better eat your Wheaties because these fish will put on a fight like you've never had in your whole life." And it got me a little worried because I really haven't been eating my Wheaties. And you look at these monster fish, and then you don't think of the battle that you're in for. They will make your arms sore, especially a tuna. But June 18th to the 21st, I'm going to put the Gone Fishing sign up. We're headed to Costa Rica for a bucket list trip. This trip has been on my bucket list. Exactly, Rodney. It's exactly what I was thinking. I need to get into the gym here. It's been a while, Rodney. Oop, sorry about that. But he said they caught a 450-pound marlin, 300-pound tunas, grouper, two very big grouper that he sent me a picture of. He said the fishing's just on fire. All right, coming up right behind me on YouTube is Mr. David Wise. David Wise is our options trader. He's a professional options trader. He's part of the Reddit community of traders. He's really a leader in the community. They did a verification process on his performance, and he does have a highlight in his name there, and that signifies that he has a verified performance. And they do consider him a professional options trader, which we all know he is, but it is official in the community of Reddit. And he's published some beautiful articles on different options positions, different, what's the right word for it? Different ways that he's able to monetize, options positions, different strategies, configurations. Extremely intelligent guy. He's coming up right behind me. And I'm also going to put a link. We're going to do a deep dive and take a look under the hood of the iBots. The iBots are the bots that are running. They're leveraging the a different data feed. It requires a professional grade data feed with kinetic. Kinetic. Those market internals are the leading indicator, one of the most effective and powerful leading indicators. This isn't something that's already happened. This has its finger directly on the pulse of the market. And I call it the fastest trigger in automation. In fact, what I'm going to do, because I was talking to Sergio about it, is I'm going to put together some iBots that are scalpers because they get that quick pop out of the gate. And to grab, 3 or 5 or 7 ticks on one of these instruments is like nothing for the iBot. So I'm going to look for like a high frequency trader for the iBot that just nails 3 or 5 tick profit targets, a scalper, again and again and again. Working on the strategy template now with Sergio. And we're really excited about it because we see we have a nice favorable excursion on each one of these entries on the iBots. But let me not lose my train of thought. I want to put a link in the room. It's going to do it again. I'm really sorry. I'm going to put a link in the room. And if you're able to join us, it's at 4:30. Let me just double check. You see how it real quick goes up $200 on that trade on the iBot, the NQ 30-second. This is the time frame I was thinking of doing it on. This 30-second will put an entry on the same bar, which is very aggressive. And when it gets that disparity of buyers versus sellers, we just go for 5 or 10 ticks. And we scale it up to maybe 2 or 3 or 5 contracts. And do maybe a 1-for-1 risk to reward. But it makes perfect sense. I can't wait to test it. Okay, let me put this on a notepad. Jeez, everything's missing. And the webinar today is at 4:30. 4:30. We're going to go over the leaderboard and the results in just a moment. So the presentation's at 4:30, and here's the registration link. If you can't make it live, go ahead and register anyway because you'll get the replay automatically. No questions asked. Nice, Marcy. My goodness, you are crushing it. What a beautiful trading day. Another one. Another one. Let's see here. The stock market. Oh my goodness. The stock market is crushing it. The AI stocks are up big. Nvidia, Palantir. Wow. The Nasdaq's up 1.3%. up big. Russell is up about 1/3%. S&P is up 3/4%. The Dow is the only one that's floundering, down 1/4%. Oh, thank you, Marcy. It's not me, it's you. God bless you. I'm so happy. You made my day. Okay, let's take a look. Let's do a recap. We have a leaderboard. It looks a lot like yesterday. Man, let me tell you something. I have a feeling, and this is just a guess, but as these new trade deals keep coming, which I think was this administration's plan, is to start scoring a bunch of victories. They kind of created their own problem um, by implementing the tariffs, but I think for the short term pain that we're going to go through, I think in the long term there's going to be a lot of days just like today, a lot of wins. The NQ on the IBOT, the NQ24U is at the top of our leaderboard. Look at that. It just reversed on the ES8U scalper. It's trying to call a top, which is really an aggressive entry. Well, I'll tell you, a retracement back to the 50 is not a bad play, but I just don't like counter trend trades. This ES8U took a counter trend trade. On the 24U IBOT, up 35.81. Our velocity drone on the 30 range. This is the same drone that we're doing the power play on. It's the 30 range velocity. The one that's not looking at the 20U crushed it today. The ES 1 day pass scored again. IBOT 30-second, $3,000. IBOT 1 minute, $3,000. These all maxed out, hit their profit goal. The NQ30 range, 2,700. 1 minute on the IBOT, $3,000. After commissions, 27.59 it looks like. The power play, 25.65. Man, my 200 is, I gotta say it again, whoop-de-doo. Mark Miller, he kills me. He's a really funny guy. We were going over our results for the week in a meeting, and I was all proud that I had like 4 or 500. He said 4 or 500, whoop-de-doo. He was up 4 or 5,000. So the power play did extremely well today. 2,500. I have a little modification version at 1,600. The 8U Steven has been really having a great week. Great couple weeks. IBOT 20U. The IBOTs are crushing it today. The crude 1 day pass. Man, you couldn't pick a bad 1 day pass today. Our ES Star drone. Where's my Volkswagen? Here it is. Volkswagen. And then the iBots just crushed it. The 4U, the 600 tick, the 30 range, the 16U, the 600 ticks, all over 1,000. We put 200 across all the Apex accounts. So just another fantastic day trading. If I show you the results from yesterday, I was talking to Savvy Trader a little earlier. Here's the Dukester. We go to yesterday's results. And man, oh man, look at that leaderboard. You couldn't pick a loser. Now, not every single bot wins, and not every day is like this. The bots love this trading environment. Today is just a stellar day. You can see the ones that are losing. There's about 10 of them, and then the ones that are winning, I've got about 20 or 22. Thank you, Nicholas. Appreciate that. Trade with Gator. I have half winners, half losers. What do you have? I just showed you. Now I'm using both the AI and the iBots. You could see my AI bots have the prefix AI or SIM. If you see AI or SIM, that's an AI. If it says iBot in the prefix, well, obviously that's an iBot. It did. The patience did pay off, Duke. I keep thinking back to last Friday, and it didn't come last Friday till about 10:15, 10:30, 10:15, and price finally broke through all of those areas of support and gave us that beautiful short entry. So another stellar day. MJ, good morning. I need to go through your log. I need to go through we need to meet. Um, Please send me an email at support at Rightline Trading. Support at rightlinetrading.com. I'm going to reply and we'll get together. I'm going to give Carol a call right after this. Take an early lunch break, and I'll be back by 11:30. Ninja Trader keeps going black. All right, we'll take a look at it. All right. If you would, please like my video here on YouTube. It does give us some traction, get some new eyes on our products and services. We're 2 for 2, Monday and Tuesday. We look to make 2 to 500 a day. Let's meet again tomorrow, same time, same place, same channel. If you would, please like my video here on YouTube. I hope everybody has a blessed rest of your day. I hate that circle, MJ. The circle of death. Not a fun circle to be in. If you send me that as soon as I get done with Carol, if you thank you, doctor. Man, I got a lot of doctor's appointments coming up. Speaking of doctors, it's time for I did my annual physical and blood work and a couple of unfun procedures that I have scheduled. All right. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks again for joining me. What a great day trading. I only wish it could be just like this every day. Every day. Have a blessed rest of your day, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow.